Rathinam sir. Kindly switch on your video. Thank you.
Good morning to all.
Good morning, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Sir, we can hear you, sir. Thank you. Recording is going on.
Hello.
Thank you, sir. We can hear you. Raja, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Raman sir, can you also turn on your camera, sir? Yeah, I am there already. Your camera, Raman.
morning, everyone.
Okay, now I'm about to start the link, sir.
Good morning, sir. This is your moderator, Praveen Chaturvedi from KFIN Technologies. We are pleased to inform you that quorum is present. You can begin with the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Praveen. Good morning, members of the company. I'm CS Surya Prakash, Company Secretary of the company. We have the requisite quorum, so we'll start the AGM. I'm pleased to welcome you all to this 28th Annual General Meeting of the Dodla Dairy Limited. We are holding this 28th Annual General Meeting through video conference. This is in compliance with the applicable provisions of Companies Act 2013. Though most of you may be familiar with the participation in the AGM through video conference, for the benefit of those shareholders who are participating for the first time, I would like to briefly explain certain technical aspects of the process. Please note that all the members who have joined this meeting are by default kept on mute by the host to avoid any background noise and to ensure smooth and seamless conduct of this meeting. The company has received the request from the shareholders who wish to speak at this AGM. Kindly note, only registered speaker shareholders are allowed to speak. Once the question and session starts, we will announce names one by one. When we call your name, you will be unmuted by the host. Then the speaker shareholder can unmute his device and start speaking. While speaking to us, we request the shareholder to use headphones or earphones so that they are clearly audible and to minimize any background noise. Also, please ensure that Wi-Fi is not connected with any other devices. No other background applications are running on the device, and there is a proper lighting to have a good video experience. If there is any connectivity problem at the speaker end, we would request the next speaker to join. We also request the speaker shareholder to be precise and loud so that it can be clearly heard and answer appropriately. Now let me take you through e-voting process as per the Companies Act 2013 and SEBI listing regulations. There are 5 agenda items. 2 are ordinary business and 3 are special business. Ordinary business agenda items are standalone audited financial statements of the company for the financial year end 31st March and the audit report and the report of board of directors. The consolidated audited financial statements of the company for the year end 31st March 2023 and the audited report. Second ordinary business item is to appoint a director in the place of Mr. Dodla Shesha Reddy, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers himself for reappointment. Special business items are alteration of articles of association of the company, alteration of object clause of the memorandum and association of the company, change in the designation of Mr. Akshay Tanna from nominee director to non-executive, non-independent director. The company has provided the shareholder a facility to cast their vote through remote electronic voting system administered by K Fintech Technologies Private Limited. The facility during the meeting is also enabled for the shareholders present at the meeting and not yet voted. The shareholders may please go to respective depository website, CDSL, NSDL or K Fintech login credentials and cast their vote and vote accordingly. Since the AGM is being held through video conference, the resolutions have already been put for remote e-voting. There will be no proposing or seconding the resolutions. The company has taken requisite steps to enable the members to participate and vote on the items that are being considered at this AGM. Since there is no physical attendance of the members, the requirement of appointing proxies is not applicable. The registers as required under the Companies Act are available for inspection along with the altered Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association. There is no qualification of statutory and secretarial audit report for the financial year 2022-23. The members who have not voted earlier to remote e-voting can cast their vote in the course of this meeting through e-voting facility. During the meeting, if there is any technical issue, you may contact the helpline mentioned in the notice of AGM. Before I start the proceedings, I would like to introduce the attendees with us. Mr. Dodla Shesha Reddy, Chairman of the company. Mr. Dodla Sunil Reddy, Managing Director of the company.
Good morning, everyone.
Mr. Ambavaram Madhusudan Reddy, Whole-time Director of the company.
Good morning, everyone.
Mr. Raman Talampuram, Non-Executive Independent Director and Chairman of Audit Committee and Stakeholder Relationship Committee.
Morning, everyone.
Mr. Ram Praveen Swaminatham, Non-Executive Independent Director, Chairman of Nomination, Renovation and Compensation Committee. Thank you, sir.
Sir, he is available, but
Yes, sir.
he has not switched on his camera.
Yes, sir. Okay. Mr. Rajaratnam, Non-Executive Independent Director and Chairman of Risk Management Committee.
Sir, he is present.
Yes, sir. He is present, sir.
There is some, problem with his system. He is reconnecting.
fine,
Meanwhile,
fine.
we can take it to the
No,
next.
he was connected, sir. Mr. Akshay Tanna, Nominee Director.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir. Ms. Vinoda Kailash, Non-Executive Independent Director.
Good morning, everyone.
Mr. Bhusi Reddy, Venkatakrishna Reddy, Chief Executive Officer of the company.
Good morning, everyone.
And Mr. Murli Mohan Raju, Finance Controller of the company.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. Apart from the directors, we also have representative of statutory auditors of the company, Mr. Mitesh.
He is present, sir.
Yes, yes, Mr. Mitesh. Oh. And Mr. Venkat Krishna Reddy, internal
Good morning.
auditor.
Good morning, all.
Sridevi, madam.
Yeah, I'm present, Surya. Thank you.
Okay, okay. The secretarial auditor of the company, Sridevi Madati. Thank you, madam. I thank all the members for joining this meeting. With this, I request the chairman, sir, to take over and continue the proceedings of the meeting. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sri Prakash. Good morning, shareholders and directors who have joined this meeting through video conference. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you to the 28th annual general meeting of your company, Dodla Dairy Limited. As the requisite quorum is present, I now call the meeting to order. Since the AGM notice is already circulated to the members, I take this notice covering the meeting as received and read. It gives me immense pleasure to address you virtually at the 28th annual general meeting of Dodla Dairy Limited and its third annual general meeting as publicly listed company. Firstly, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to all the stakeholders of Dodla Dairy Limited. My heartfelt thanks to one and all for trusting our long-term vision as we continue to walk on the path of creating a value, completing our third financial year as a listed company. I would also like to extend my vote of thanks to Dodla Dairy Human Capital for their perennial passion and valuable contribution to the company's success story. During the financial year 22-23, the company's consolidated operating revenue grew by 25% year-on-year to INR 28,120 million rupees. The company's domestic business grew by 23% year-on-year to INR 25,840 million, whereas our international business surged by 55.2% year-on-year to INR 2,277 million. EBITDA stood at INR 1,913 million. Profit after tax stood at INR 1,223 million in financial year 23. The company's diluted earning per share for the year stood at INR 20.39 for the financial year 23. The Indian dairy sector has witnessed a significant transformation, positioning itself as a crucial secondary source of income for millions of rural families. Additionally, it has emerged as a primary driver of employment and income generation, with a particular focus on empowering women and supporting marginal farmers. The Indian dairy market has pegged at approximately INR 13.17 lakh crores in 2021. Over the past 15 years, the dairy market has experienced a consistent annual growth rate of about 15%, according to the 21 report by International Market Analysis and Consulting Services Private Limited. It is projected that the market will surpass INR 30.84 lakh crores by 2027. In the last 3 years alone, the organized sector share of the liquid milk market has surged from 32% to 41%. It is anticipated that the share of the organized sector will further increase, reaching to 54% by 2026. This shift reflects the growing preference for organized dairy products among consumers. The future prospects for the dairy industry are highly promising. The industry is projected to grow by approximately 16% annually. Additionally, the niche products such as cheese, flavored milk, lassi, buttermilk, whey, and organic milk are expected to experience a robust growth rate of over 20% per annum. Traditionally, the dairy products like paneer, ghee, ice cream, kova, curd, etc. are also estimated to grow between 11% to 20% annually. As we complete our glorious 25 years of business operations, Dodla Dairy has created a niche, being among one of the leading Indian private dairy companies, which oversees operation in Africa. The company installed capacity is pegged to over 22 lakh liters per day, sprawled across 15 plants, including Africa. Dodla Dairy is blessed with a strong procurement network of 1.2 lakh farmers, with a 93% of our milk is directly procured from the farmer network. The operation team ensures that the milk hits the market in about 24 to 36 hours of being procured. With more than 7,600 villages plus, the village level collection centers and 580 retail parlors, the company has a strong distribution network in 9 states in India, with an extensive value-added product portfolio, including curd, ice cream, flavored milk, lassi, buttermilk, yogurt, paneer, Indian sweets, etc. As we embrace the ability to endure, the team as an industry is on the edge to overcome the prolonged challenges, and the team Dodla prepares to tap the untapped opportunities in the dairy industry. Ability to endure guides the company's strategic expansion into overseas market, integrated business model, focus on product profile, capacity expansion strategies, emphasis on quality and innovation, and farmer-centric approach. The key elements collectively contribute to Dodla Dairy's ability to withstand challenges, adapt to a change, and thrive in the competitive dairy industry. We acknowledge and value our human capital, dairy farmers, customers, vendors, distributors, and society for their unwavering faith in the support of Dodla Dairy marches towards long-term sustainable growth. Thank you. Now I would like to hand over to Managing Director, Mr. Sunil Reddy.
So thank you to the Chairman, sir, for giving the opening address. A very good morning to all the stakeholders who are present here with us. We sincerely thank you for the interest that you have shown in our company and for being associated with us and hopefully for the journey ahead. Despite a challenging macroeconomic environment coupled with sectorial headwinds, Dodla Dairy registered its highest ever top line in the financial year 23, thanks to a robust business model, integrated supply chain, managerial expertise, significant operational presence, a strong product portfolio backed by a healthy balance sheet with zero working capital and strong operating cash flows, along with net debt-free status and notable return ratios. In the process of value creation for all stakeholders, Dodla Dairy is building a reputation as being a responsible corporate citizen, weaving sustainable initiatives in its business model, objectives, strategy, and operation. Conserving our environment and perhaps restoring it for the future generations is the mantra at Dodla Dairy, signifying its contribution to ESG. The global economy's growth forecast has been slowed from 6.1% in the year 2021 to 3.2% in 2022, according to the International Monetary Fund. World Economic Outlook update on April 23, as per the IMF and WEO as on April 2023. Global slowdown is still there, and tightening financial conditions due to higher inflation in most of the major economies and prolonged after effects of the Russian-Ukraine war has led to this weakest growth profile. However, India continues to be a bright spot in the world economy, backed by the adoption of digitalization to combat pandemic woes, prudent financial policies, and spurring capital investments to fill up sustainable growth. According to IMF and WEO, in April 2023, India is projected to grow at 5.9% in 2023, contributing to 15% of the global growth in 2023. Dodla Dairy has a robust business model backed by a strong milk procurement network from farmers, state-of-the-art milk processing units, a strong distribution network backed by quality milk products and value-added products. Additionally, our proven track record, quality management team, strong balance sheet laced with debt-free status, and return ratios propel us to achieve our excellence in our business endeavors. We enjoy a cordial and deep-rooted relationship with our farmers, facilitating both organic and inorganic growth momentum. The company's presence in research, procurement and storage, processing, distribution, as well as cattle feed is a testimonial to a grass-to-glass business model with backward as well as forward integration. The improvement in operational efficiencies is attributed to automation, digitalization, and increased distribution networks. Our commitment to quality, sustainability, standards, and advanced technology have helped Dodla Dairy navigate through the challenging year with endurance and fortitude. Our processing plants ensure optimal capacity utilization and operating metrics, and thus profitability. Our strong long-standing relationship with dairy farmers has strengthened our procurement model. We are procuring milk from around 1.2 lakh dairy farmers daily, with 86% of them are paid directly into their bank accounts. We are also extended help by providing high-quality cattle feed through our subsidiary Orga Feed. We have a strong direct procurement model wherein we buy nearly 93% of our milk directly from the farmers across 7,600 villages, resulting in cost savings and the establishment of this deep-rooted relationship with them. In terms of our presence, we are among the biggest player in the dairy industry, with sales spanning across 9 states in India, 15 processing plants across the states of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and one in Uganda. Also, we have recently acquired another plant in Kenya. With this combined, our combined installed milk processing capacity is of 22 lakh liters per day. We also have 118 chilling centers which support this. Over the years, we have been on the lookout for adding newer capacities and capabilities through organic and inorganic routes. Today, we have around 580 Dodla retail parlors through which we are trying to increase our volumes. And then we have a strong 1,750 plus milk distributors, 2,600 plus agents network, which is well established in many areas of the country. Our aim of increasing footprint by growing continuously and contiguously across the country has helped us increase our brand visibility and recognition with each passing year. Despite of challenging business environment, our operating revenue surged by 25% to INR 28,120 million in the financial year 23. PAT during the year stood at 1,223 million against INR 1,328 million last year. The cash and cash equivalents and investments for the company stood around INR 3,147 million as on March 31st, 23. We enjoy high capital efficiencies thanks to healthy growth. I'm happy to share with you that Dodla Dairy enjoys a healthy balance sheet laced with net debt-free status and an ROE of 13.5% and ROCE of 14.9% as on FY23. The virtue of ability to endure is pursued and promoted among our human capital, enabling the next generation leaders to imbibe Dodla Dairy's rich values and scale the company to new horizons. Dodla Dairy continues to attract, retain, and reward the right talent for the leadership positions. Going forward, the company eyes at acquisitions as one of the ways by the company to enter into new geographical territories for the year 24. From an integrated dairy company, it's an humble attempt at Dodla to migrate to a research-driven, science-based dairy company. We will also be providing various forms of dairy products, having good nutritional value and enhancing our value-added products too. With this, I would like to hand over to Surya Prakash, our company secretary, to take this forward. Thank you all. Handing over to you, Surya Prakash.
Thank you, sir. The e-voting facility is open. Members may go to the voting page of the respective depositories or KFintech website and cast their vote if they have not already done so. The e-voting facility remains open for 15 minutes after this meeting. Now, I would like to move on to the speaker shareholders who have registered to speak. Will be called by order. I would request all the speaker shareholders to be clear and brief so that we can completely hear you and answer you. I request Mr. Praveen to please call out the speaker shareholders.
Thank you, sir. This is Praveen Chaturvedi from KFin Technologies. There is a long list of speaker shareholders, so we will call upon all the speaker shareholders one by one. Request all other speaker shareholders to kindly be patient and wait for their numbers. The first speaker is Mr. Kamal Kishore Jhawarji. May I request Mr. Kamal Kishore Jhawarji to kindly unmute yourself, switch your camera.
हेलो, मेरा आवाज आ रहा है सर?
जी बिल्कुल आ
मेरा
रहा है.
आवाज आ रहा है?
जी बिल्कुल आ रहा है. In the main, yes,
ओके, थैंक यू प्रवीण कारवी सर. सबसे पहले कारवी है जो हमारे को बहुत अच्छा है. प्रवीण साहब है जब तक बहुत बड़ा, वेरी वेरी सर्विस बहुत अच्छा है. फर्स्ट पॉइंट. सेकंड सर, आज अपना सेकंड या थर्ड आईपीओ हो रहा. आईपीओ आने के बाद सेकंड एजीएम हो रहा है, बहुत अच्छा है. इसी तरह एवरी ईयर मीटिंग वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस रखिए. हम कहीं भी स्टेट में, कहीं भी सिटी में, अब्रोड में रहे तो हम मीटिंग अटेंड कर सकते हैं. कोई भी शेयर होल्डर मीटिंग अटेंड कर सकता है, उनका भी सुझाव सही को मिलता है. सो एवरी ईयर वैसी वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस रखिए. और लास्ट ईयर से थोड़ा इंक्रीज हुआ, शेयर प्राइस भी इंक्रीज हुआ. उसके बाद से बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ, बहुत अच्छा. और ऑडिटर का एक्सपीरियंस बहुत बढ़ गया. ऑडिटर का जनरल एक्सपीरियंस हो गया. ये क्या बात है आकर, कौन सा एक्सपीरियंस बढ़ गया, क्या बात है. हम इतने कंपनी के बैलेंस शीट देखते हैं, सबसे ज्यादा आपका एक्सपीरियंस ज्यादा दिख रहा है. इसका व्हाट इज द रीजन, क्या बात है आकर, इतना एक्सपीरियंस क्या बात है. और नेक्स्ट आपका सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट, हमने मेल दिया, हमको बैलेंस शीट कुरियर से मिल गया. सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ. और आगे फ्यूचर में अपना टर्नओवर कितना है, प्रॉफिट कितना रहेगा, उसके बारे में बताइए. और सर और एक बात है, आपको बोर्ड में डायरेक्टर में जो भी हिंदी आता है, एक बात जरा ध्यान से सुनिए. अभी हम 2 साल से, हम तो 30-35 साल से फील्ड में है, 30-35 ईयर्स अगर, तो हम आपको एक सजेशन देते हैं. जैसा आपके पास है ना, सीएसआर का बहुत कुछ चल रहा है. सीएसआर में आप बेनिफिट दिए, वो स्कूल को बेनिफिट दिए, माँ ट्रस्ट को बेनिफिट दिए, बहुत अच्छा है. पर अब ये बिजनेस हो गया, कारोबार हो गया, धंधा हो गया. क्या, क्यों, सुनिए ध्यान से. अभी हमारे कंपनी से हमारे को एक जगह इंफॉर्मेशन मिला कि साहब हमारे पास है ना डोनेशन के पास से आए, साहब आप इतना सीएसआर से डोनेशन दे दिए, हमारे को भी दीजिए. तो कंपनी वाले ने क्या बोले, नहीं है, वो नहीं है. तो कंपनी वाले ने जो कंपनी का जो ट्रस्ट है, वो कंपनी वाले ने वो ट्रस्ट पे जाके देखा तो ट्रस्ट का बहुत बड़ा नाम है, उसका रजिस्ट्रेशन है, वो आईटी का और सब कुछ लाइसेंस है. आप ताजुब करेंगे, हर चीज मिलेगा. कंपनी का अभी वो कंपनी एमडी साहब बोले सीएफओ को कि आप जाकर देखो आकर है क्या. मैं जाके देखे तो बोर्ड बहुत बड़ा है, सब कुछ बहुत अच्छा है, अंदर कुछ भी नहीं है. तो इसमें लोहा क्या है, बिजनेस बना लेके वही नाम से बैंक का अकाउंट खोल लेके ट्रस्ट के पैसे ले जाके आपस में बांट ले रहे हैं पैसे. ये बात हमेशा के लिए नोट रखिए. आपके जितने भी कंपनियां हैं, अलर्ट करिए. न्यूज मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ, आपके हाथ से ही जेल जाना है, एमडी खुद करिए. वो दुआएं पुण्य आपको मिलेगा और आपके स्टाफ को मिलेगा. ये चीज ध्यान में रखिए हमेशा। बस आते सो सबको मैं शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ हर फेस्टिवल की। थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू कमल किशोर जौहर जी। CSR के क्वेश्चन जो आपने पूछा था वो लास्ट में एक्चुअली वी ट्राई टू कर सकते हैं, हमारा कमेटी के तरफ से करते हैं और एक्चुअल एंड यूज को ध्यान में रखते हैं। आपका सुझाव लेके और ज्यादा ध्यान देंगे। दूसरा आपका क्वेश्चन जो था कि फ्यूचर का ग्रोथ कैसा होगा, क्या होगा, जैसा हमारा प्रीवियस ईयर्स का ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है, ये वो 10-15% का ग्रोथ तो इन टर्म्स ऑफ रेवेन्यू होगा और प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी ऐसा ही जाते रहे, will be going the same way as we go forward, sir. We will definitely take your suggestions and take it forward. जो आपने एक्सपेंस के हिसाब से पूछा था, मेरे समझ में नहीं आया था स्पेसिफिक एक्सपेंस। मुरली को पूछता हूँ, वो आपको अगर उसको अंडरस्टैंडिंग हुआ कि आपने क्या पूछा था, वो आंसर देंगे आपको। मुरली,
sir, just one small thing, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Sir, first we will take up all the questions and then we will answer all the questions together, sir. Is that fine, sir?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Kamal, sir.
Thank you. And our next speaker is Mr. Shrikant Jhawarji. May I request Mr. Shrikant Jhawarji to kindly unmute yourself, switch on your camera and speak. In the meantime, request Mr. Praful Chawla, the next speaker, to be ready. Thank you. Mr. Shrikant Jhawar. Mr. Shrikant Jhawar. Sorry, sir, we are not getting any input from Mr. Shrikant Jhawar. So I'm inviting the next speaker, Mr. Praful Chawla ji, to kindly unmute yourself, switch on your camera and speak. In the meantime, request Mr. Ayush Gupta to be ready as the next speaker shareholder. Thank you. Praful ji.
यस सर, मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
जी आ रही है, कंटिन्यू करिए। थैंक यू।
वीडियो चालू हो सकता है? वीडियो तो नहीं हो रहा चालू, जान दो।
सर चालू है आपका वीडियो?
चालू है क्या? हाँ, दिखा। चेयरमैन सर, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर, मेरा नाम प्रफुल चावड़ा है। दोस्तों, पेज नंबर 3 पे आपने एक इंडिया का मैप दिया है, एक अफ्रीका का मैप दिया है, यानी कि अफ्रीका में बिजनेस कर रहे, युगांडा में बिजनेस कर रहे, और आपने ऊपर साइड में बताया सिंगापुर, डोडला हाउस होल्डिंग प्राइवेट लिमिटेड सिंगापुर 100%। तो मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि इंडिया का मैप आधा खुला पड़ा हुआ है, ओनली साउथ में बिजनेस है, इंडिया पूरा बाकी है। तो इसके बदले आप युगांडा, अफ्रीका, सिंगापुर में बिजनेस करके ज्यादा बेनिफिट कमा सकते हैं, प्रॉफिट मार्जिन ज्यादा है क्या? मैंने देखा है, मैं लास्ट 3 ईयर से बोलते आ रहा हूँ कि आपका प्रोडक्ट अभी भी अत्तापुर में नहीं देखने को मिलता है। कोई दूध वाले को पूछे, जो मिल्कमैन सुबह डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं मिल्क, उसको आपकी कंपनी का नाम भी नहीं पता है। तब इंडिया हैदराबाद में डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर को सर्विस नहीं दे सकते हो, आपका प्रोडक्ट नहीं मिल सकता है। इसके अलावा आप उधर जाके, आपका मीनिंग क्या है? आपको डिविडेंड नहीं दे रहे सर। क्या बोले तो आगे बढ़ना। अरे सर, कितनी फैक्ट्रियां डालेंगे? क्या पूरा इंडिया में फैक्ट्री डाल के पूरे वर्ल्ड में फैक्ट्री डालेंगे तब तक आप डिविडेंड? नेक्स्ट आने वाले 50 साल तक डिविडेंड नहीं मिलेगा, 100 साल तक डिविडेंड नहीं मिलेगा, 100 साल तक आप आगे बढ़ते रहेंगे। जो भी है एक बार बता दीजिए, ताकि इन्वेस्टर को पता चले कि कंपनी कारखाने पे कारखाना, यूनिट पे यूनिट लगाएंगी, प्रोडक्शन का कैपेसिटी बढ़ाएंगी और डिविडेंड नहीं देंगी। तो भी जो भी इन्वेस्टर है वो चाहते हैं कि डिविडेंड के लिए शेयर खरीदे और मत खरीदे। सर, आपका पेपर रेट भी नहीं आता है। मैंने तो कभी नहीं देखा कि आपकी कंपनी का पेपर रेट आया और आपका प्रोडक्ट देखने को मिला। जब भी आप ही तो मिल्क में इतना डेयरी फार्म में प्रोडक्शन में कंपटीशन है, ये कंपटीशन के अंदर डुप्लीकेट जरूरत हो गया है। अमूल को क्या जरूरत है? तो भी अमूल का इतना ऐड आता है, हर एक जगह पे आता है, हेरिटेज के भी आता है। इसके अलावा रोड पे, दीवारों पे, सबकी दुकानों पे भी हेरिटेज का, अमूल का पेंटिंग किया हुआ रहता है। छोटे छोटे गांव में भी दिखता है, आपका तो कहीं नाम नहीं दिखता है। आप बिजनेस किस तरह करते हैं और बताते हैं, वो आप बताएंगे। अभी भी CSR में मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ कि सर, अपने स्कूल को भी डोनेशन देते होंगे, अपने यहाँ स्कूल भी चलती होंगी, तो स्कूल में गीता, रामायण, वेद भी सिखाया जाए बच्चे को। साथ साथ में हिंदू संस्कृति, हिंदुस्तान के जितने टेम्पल है, इसके बारे में बताया जाए। ओनली ताजमहल के बारे में बताए तो नहीं चलता, इस भी जानकारी दो ताकि हिंदुस्तान क्या है आज का न्यू जनरेशन को पता चले। सर, आप जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट देते हैं, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बेस पे काम करते हैं या खुद एम्प्लॉयज को ढूंढते हैं? अभी अभी मुझे पता चला है कि एक एक स्टेट के अंदर 50,000 से 2 लाख, 5 लाख, 10 लाख भी ये रोहनिया घुस गए हैं, म्यांमार से घुस गए सोए, बगैर इंडिया की इजाजत से इंडिया में घुस गए सोए। वो कम रेट में, कम मेहनताना लेके भी कंपनी में काम करने को और जगह पे काम करता। इंडिया का लेबर जहाँ 800 रुपीज लेता है, वो लोग 200 में भी काम करने को तैयार हो जाते हैं। पर कंपनी में घुसना है, उसको कुछ भी करना है बोल के आते हैं। तो ऐसे को आप वेरीफाई कैसे करते हैं? आपका एम्प्लॉयज का आधार कार्ड देखते हैं, पैन कार्ड देखते हैं, या वेरिफिकेशन करते हैं कि ये जगह पे रहता है, कितने साल से रहता है, असल में इंडियन है कि बाहर का है, वो भी आप जमा टाइम आ गया है चेकअप करने का। कंपनी सेक्रेटरी को मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ, पेज नंबर 143, 1 से लेके 5000 शेयर्स वाले नंबर ऑफ केस लिखा हुआ है। ज्यादातर शेयर होल्डर लिखते, कितने शेयर होल्डर लिखते, नंबर ऑफ केस है तो मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। सर, परसेंटेज लिखा है, टोटल वैल्यू लिखा है, 1 लाख से ऊपर के कितने शेयर होल्डर है? 50। 1 लाख के ऊपर के 50 शेयर होल्डर, कितना परसेंट हो रहा है उसके पास, वो नहीं लिखा हुआ है। हर एक कंपनी का एजीएम, 50 कंपनी का एजीएम देख लो, परसेंटेज बताते कि ये 50 आदमी के बाद कितने परसेंटेज है और 1 से 5,000 शेयर वाले के कितने परसेंटेज है। इसमें लिखा है 98% इन केस लिखा है। तो कंफ्यूजन वाली बात है। मैंने कंपनी सेक्रेटरी को 2 बार मेल किया है, क्या मैं आपसे अपॉइंटमेंट लेना चाहता हूं, और 3-4 बार फोन भी किया कि मुझे अपॉइंटमेंट चाहिए। थोड़ा आउट ऑफ स्टेशन है और कंपनी का काम से गए सो है, और नहीं रहते ऑफिस में, उसको ज्यादा काम दे रहे हैं आप, कुछ भी हो। पर उन्हें मेरे को मेल का रिप्लाई भी नहीं किया है। होगा, समझो बड़ी कंपनी है तो उसको प्राउड भी होगा ना, बड़ी कंपनी में क्यों रिप्लाई दूं। और मेरे बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर भी मेरे को सपोर्ट करेंगे कि शेयर होल्डर को इग्नोर करिए, धन्यवाद धन्यवाद। आप खुद बोलते होंगे शेयर होल्डर को रिस्पॉन्स नहीं देना, इसलिए नहीं देते। धन्यवाद सर।
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker is Mr. Ayush Gupta ji. May I request Mr. Ayush Gupta to unmute yourself, switch on your camera and speak. In the meantime, request the next speaker, Geeta Baubai Mehta ji, to be ready. Thank
हेलो
you. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
सर, आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं?
बिल्कुल सुन पा रहे हैं, आप बोलिए
सर। सर, मैं आयुष गुप्ता चेयरमैन सर आपका सभी बोर्ड मेंबर्स का स्वागत करता हूं। सर, एक्सीडेंट चेयरमैन स्पीच हो रही थी जिसमें आपने कंपनी के बारे में हमें बहुत कुछ बताया। सर, मेरे से पहले शेयर होल्डर्स भी बहुत कुछ बोल रहे थे, लेकिन मुझे आप पर भरोसा है, विश्वास है। डिविडेंड नहीं चाहिए हमें, शेयर प्राइस में इंक्रीज चाहिए। कंपनी अच्छा करेगी तो शेयर प्राइस में, बुक्स में हमारे रिफ्लेक्ट होगा, हमें शेयर प्राइस में भी मिलेगा। लेकिन एक चीज की वो मैं भी जरूर कहूंगा सर, मैं दिल्ली से जुड़ा हूँ, मैं चाहता हूँ एक्सपेंशन जो आपके बोल रहे थे वो हमारा नॉर्थ इंडिया में भी हो, जिससे हमारी कंपनी के प्रोडक्ट हमारे को भी अवेलेबल हो। बाकी सेक्रेटरी सर, सूर्य प्रसाद के पास मैंने जितनी भी बार कॉल की, जितनी बार मैंने उन्हें बात करने की कोशिश की, वो अवेलेबल रहे। अगर जो पिक नहीं कर पाए तो मुझे उन्होंने फोन करके दोबारा मुझसे बात की। सर, मैं उसके लिए उनको, पूरी टीम को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद दूंगा। सर, एक छोटी सी रिक्वेस्ट जरूर इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे मैं करूंगा, इसी मोड पर हम एजीएम करेंगे तो हम आपसे जुड़े रहेंगे। अरे दिल्ली की जो शेयर होल्डर इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे आपसे जुड़े हैं, अगर जो कंपनी का प्रोडक्ट आप उन्हें अवेलेबल करा सके तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। बाकी कंपनी के सुगत भविष्य के लिए शुभकामनाएं सर। थैंक यू सर।
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker is Ms. Geeta Babubhai Mehta ji. May I request her to kindly switch on your camera and speak. In the meantime, request Mr. Redappa Gundluru ji to be ready as the next speaker shareholder. Thank you. Geeta ji. Geeta ji. Sorry, sir, we are not getting any input. So we are moving to our next speaker, Mr. Redappa Gundluru ji. In the meantime, request Celestine Elizabeth Mascarenas from Mumbai to be ready as the next speaker shareholder. Thank you. Redappa ji.
Yeah, thank you, moderator, for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, sir.
First of all, my chairman, Dodla Shesha Reddy Garu, Dodla Sunil sir, and Madhusudan Reddy Garu, Akshay Tannaji, and my company secretary, Suresh Prakash ji, and other directors, scrutinizers, auditors, and my fellow shareholders video conference. Sir, good morning. Namaste. My name is Reddeppa Gundluru from Hyderabad. I'm a financial advisor, sir. As a shareholder, sir, I'm not happy about the company performance of financial 22, sir. You have given a brief speech, sir, but not satisfied your speech, sir. Sir, corporate governance also not transparent, sir. It was very doubtful, sir. Financial also, sir, the revenue is going down, sir. Company almost debt free. We are happy that debt free, sir. And also my company won awards, sir. I don't know why we achieved awards, sir. CSR also going do good, sir. Sir, my question is, sir, so what is the future vision of our couple of years, sir? And also, sir, company is reporting reported profits. It's not paying the dividend. One of my shareholders, Mr. Ayush Gupta ji, stated that share price is important. Sir, share price is not controlled by the management, right? So it's needed dividend to company reality, whether it was whether doing or not. So as a shareholder, we need dividend. So that is a fact. Next question is, sir, total expenses is steeply increased, sir. So what is the reason it was increased? Sir, there is no ad as per my co-shareholder, Mr. Chowda ji, raised so many information about my company. I am agreeing. I'm also accepting this information also, sir. There is no ad, but promotion expenses steeply increased. So it was, I think we have to check it out. Another question, sir. Depreciation and amortization expenses also increased, sir. It's very much, he is steeply, highly increased. And also there is a bad debt written off, sir. Last year also I have asked, but no proper information. And also, sir, advertisement also, no ads, no ads. So what type of advertisement you are giving, sir? I need this particular breakup also financial. So legal and promotion also increased, sir. 63 lakhs to 73 lakhs this year. So why are steeply increasing, sir? Sir, and also, sir, I have requested for the physical annual report, but I have not received. But chairmen are saying that hopefully we'll receive all. We not received that. And also I sent a couple of mails also repeated, but there is no response. I don't know why is doing this my company, second department. Other companies are very good, sir. Our companies are Amul and Heritage are wonderful. Their products also very available in the markets. And also I'm very much fan of this Dodla milk. Every day I'll consume with DMart, sir. I'm happy about that milk also. But other products are not able to find out. I don't know. And also, sir, please increase the second department, sir. Any shareholders meetings and any video conference meeting, any other con call, please connect, sir, so that miscommunication will be not there. No. So that is my suggestion, sir. And also, sir, MGT 9 missing, sir. Please show me where is the MGT 9 printing an annual report. Sir, physical meeting, if you conduct physical meeting, no, each and interaction very good, sir, so that coordination will be good, sir. So these are my observations, sir. I'm very not happy about the company, this corporate governance and also everything is, I'm not happy, sir. Why? Because in that a couple of years back, after IPO, I'm expected and as a proud shareholder, I have proudly spoken, sir. But in last 2 years, I'm not happy. అంతవరకు మీరు చేరలేకపోతున్నారు, ఎందుకు అర్థం కావట్లేదు సార్. ఏదైనా సరే రిలేషన్షిప్ ఇస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ సార్. రిలేషన్షిప్ విల్ మేక్ రిలేషన్షిప్స్. ఆ రిలేషన్షిప్ లేకపోతే మనకు మరి ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది. ఒకటి సేయింగ్ ఉంది సార్ తెలుగులో, యథా రాజా తదా ప్రజ అంటారు. సో రాజు ఏ విధంగా బిహేవ్ చేస్తాడు, కింద వాళ్ళు అట్లా బిహేవ్ చేస్తారు అనుకుంటా. సో ఐ థింక్ మన మిస్కమ్యూనికేషన్ వల్ల ఈ కంపెనీలో జరుగుతుందని చెప్పి అనుకుంటున్నా. So hopefully in coming financial we'll updated with all these things, sir. Thanks once again. I personally believe that our company will achieve many more higher awards, sir. Thank you so much, and Register Dodla Garu. And also I'm not happy with this as an report, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We are inviting Celestine Elizabeth Mascarenas, madam. In the meantime, request Vinod Motilal Agrawalji to be ready as the next speaker shareholder.
Hello.
Thank you. Yes, madam. You can continue.
You can hear.
Yes, we can hear. Thank you.
Respected Chairman, Mr. Dodla Shesha Reddy, MD Sunil Reddy, members of the board, my fellow shareholders attending this VC, I am Mrs. C. Mascarenas. I am attending from Mumbai. First of all, I thank the company secretary Surya Prakash Mungelkar and his team for sending me an e-annual report and also registering me as a speaker through the KFinTech platform. Thank you so much, KFinTech. Now I come to the annual report. I would have liked even a physical report because I was finding difficult, being aged, I was finding difficult to read the report online. So please, you can send me now after this meeting also. Now I come to the annual report. Is good. Lot of pictures, figures, facts. In total, self-explanatory. Thank you so much. Working is good, but no dividend because the board feels that we have to preserve the cash for future expansion. But my view is EPS is there, so even a small dividend could have been given because that will attract investors, deep-pocketed investors to invest in our company, even also mutual funds. So of course the board has to take a call. Now next is congratulations for all awards and accolades. Also very good CSR work. Keep it up. Now my question is on ESG. I would like to know whether we have gone for rating of the ESG and how much of footprints we have reduced in these last 2 years, and if rated, by which agency, and whether you intend to list ESG on any ESG platform. Please speak. Next question is, we are the biggest player in dairy. Who is our main competitor? Um, uh, who is our main competitor and where is our market share? What is our market share? We have 15 processing plants. What is the capacity utilization of these processing plants? We have total employees, I understand from the report, 1570. Are they all coming to the office and working or working from home? What is the attrition level and what is their average age? We have dairy products like butter, ghee, paneer, curd, flavored milk, ice creams, buttermilk, sweet lassi. I would like to know here in which of these products we get the highest margins, which adds to our profit. Do we have also Dodla cheese? What I find in Bombay, I don't see much of Dodla in any of the add-on products. Could you tell me which mall we have in Mumbai? What is the capex for the next 3 years for organic and inorganic growth, like some acquisitions, especially we are only more concentrated on the South India. More somewhat in the North India would have also been equal like. So could you just throw light on this? What is the future roadmap for the next 5 years and how we are going to see our with this? I support all the resolutions. I thank you all for giving me a patient ear, and especially I pray for good health of the full Dodla team. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Now I'm inviting Mr. Vinod Motilal Agrawalji to speak as a speaker shareholder. In the meantime, request Mr. Suresh Chand Jainji to be ready as the next speaker shareholder. Thank you. Vinodji, kindly unmute yourself and switch on your camera and speak. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Respected Chairman Dodla Shesha Reddy, our MD Dodla Sunil Reddy, our CFO Anjana Yellow Ganji, and our CS Surya Prakash Mungal. Sir, I am Vinod Agarwal speaking from Mumbai, sir. I've gone through your annual report. Sir, the revenues last year consolidated were 22,835 crores, up 23%, PAT 122 crores, which was less than the profit from the previous year, 133 crores, sir. That means the margins have dropped significantly when we see percentage wise, like from the last year's revenue were less and the profit was more, and this year the revenues are more and the PAT is less, so the margins have dropped, sir. Now we take a look into this, sir. When I see the annual report, most of our growth has come through acquisition. Over the years, we have been acquiring this company, that company. We acquired so many dairy companies, sir. Last year, we acquired one dairy company in Kenya. So, what was the acquisition cost? I have not been able to go through in the annual report. What was the acquisition cost for the Kenya plant, and what were the revenues that were there earlier to our acquisition? And last year, we have mentioned that the international revenues grew 55%. I think so. This 55% growth would have come with the acquisition of the Kenya plant within the year 23, sir. If it had not been there, that 55% growth may not have been there, sir. Indian revenue growth was 23%. The capacity utilization means is also very less, sir. We've got 22 lakh capacities to process daily, but we acquire only 13.8 lakh liters per day. That means we are acquiring under our capacity. How do we go up to those 22 lakh liters capacity of acquisition of milk every day, sir? And we are processing only 10.7 liters of milk which we are selling every day. We may be processing for the value-added products, sir. And on the value-added products, sir, we have put up an ice cream plant. What is the revenues from the ice cream plant, and in which states are the ice cream sold, sir? And even the value-added products which you are mentioning, I have not seen any Dodla in Maharashtra. The map shows 10 blue points. It means there are 10 cities in which Dodla products have been sold. But in Mumbai being the largest city in Maharashtra, I have not seen any Dodla product in any of the organized retail markets that is there in Mumbai. It's a large market. And how do we come into the Mumbai market, sir? Any plans? And only 11 states produce 81% of the milk, and we are concentrated only in the southern 4 or 5 states. How do you move on to the northern states? Punjab and Haryana also produce, UP also produce large amounts of milk, sir. How do we move into those states? Any acquisitions, or we've got the large mutual fund balance of 159 crores, cash of 26 crores, the annual report is showing, sir. So that means you've got large cash balances, liquidity with us, sir. Any more further acquisitions also, sir? But I also request that when you're making some 20 rupees EPS, you should have given some dividends, sir. At least 10% of the EPS should be shared out to the dividend. We shareholders expect about 30% to be given out from the earnings of the company, and the rest is for the growth. But you're keeping everything for the growth, sir. It is not. It means the shareholders are left with nothing. We do not even get to see and buy your products. How do we experience the product of our own company? Means we are the shareholder of the company. It means we do not get to see or taste any of our products. How do we get to see this? And when we call up the company for an annual report, I was calling up the company yesterday to speak to Anjana Selu. There was the operator said that you cannot speak to people in the CS team, sir. I wanted an annual report of the hard copy. The CS says that you cannot contact the CS. How do we get in touch with the management? The company secretaries do not call us up like other company secretaries do call up for the speaker shareholders to know their viewpoints, sir. It is a bad practice from the company secretary side. Next year, I hope they will look into it and call up the registered shareholders to see what is their number. Now, I do not know what was my number. It is 4, 5, 10. How do we know? We have to wait till my name is called out, sir. So it is, if I know my number is 10, then I can go to the toilet and come back, sir. If my number is not there, I'm waiting to go to the toilet and come back also, sir. It is something the company secretary should have informed us. This is your number, sir. Thank you, sir. Signing off from Mumbai. I'll wish the company all the best for the future and this thing, sir. Thank you. Signing off.
Thank you, sir. Request Mr. Suresh Jain to kindly unmute yourself, switch on your camera and speak. In the meantime, request Mr. Raj Gopal Ramanathan to be ready as the next speaker shareholder. Thank you. Suresh ji.
आवाज आ रहा है सर?
जी आ रहा है, प्लीज बोलिए सर. थैंक यू.
आदरणीय चेयरमैन सर, उपस्थित सभी डायरेक्टरगण और शेयर होल्डर साथियों, सर आपने जो चेयरमैन स्पीच के अंदर कंपनी की जो रूपरेखा हमारे सामने रखी, बहुत ही सराहनीय, बहुत ही सरल भाषा में हमें समझाने की कोशिश की और हमें कंपनी की जानकारी प्राप्त करके हमें बहुत ही प्रसन्नता हुई। सर, इस वक्त में पूना लोनावाला में हूँ सर। थोड़े काम के वास्ते यहाँ आया था लोनावाला। मैं वहां से ही आपसे कांटेक्ट में मैं बात कर रहा हूँ सर। यहाँ का मौसम थोड़ा ठंडा है, इसलिए मेरी तबीयत थोड़ी नरम गरम है। अगर कुछ भाषा में त्रुटि आए तो मुझे क्षमा करना सर। सर, फर्स्ट स्पीकर कमल किशोर जी ने जो डोनेशन के बारे में कहा था वो करेक्ट है सर। और डॉक्टरों का सर्टिफिकेट लेकर आते और हॉस्पिटल का नाम लेकर आते हैं। और सर, कई कंपनियों से वो लोग डोनेशन खा चुके हैं सर। एक कंपनी को गए थे तो सीएफओ को, कंपनी सेक्रेटरी को कुछ जानकारी प्राप्त करने के वास्ते उन्होंने जो एड्रेस दिया था उसके ऊपर पहुंचे सर। उनके पास लाइसेंस पूरे प्रकार के जिस प्रकार के लाइसेंस होना था वो चंद पैसे फेंक के भी लाइसेंस मिल जाते सब। ये भारत है, आपको जो चाहे यहाँ से प्राप्त कर ले सकते हैं सर। और सर, और जब कंपनी सेक्रेटरी सीएफओ वहां जाके देखे तो उन्हें थोड़ा डाउट हुआ। फिर हॉस्पिटल
Suresh ji, we lost your voice. Suresh ji. Suresh ji, we lost your voice. Sorry, sir, we are not getting any input from Suresh ji. So we are moving to our next speaker, Mr. Raj Gopal Ramanathan ji. Request him to kindly unmute yourself, switch on your camera and speak. In the meantime, request Mr. K. Bharatraj to be ready as the next speaker shareholder. Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Good. Sir, you are audible. Please continue.
Am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir. Please go ahead.
Thank you. I've actually sent in all my questions as a part of the link. So if the company secretary can sort of pass on the questions to the management, that would be great. Just a couple of points. I have been a shareholder of this company for the past 8 months. And while I'm currently based in Bombay, I was at some point in time staying in Bangalore. We went out and went out for an IPO. At that point in time, I'd not known that the company was going in for an IPO, and I have indeed consumed your basic milk products in Bangalore. And let me sort of tell my other shareholders who are based in Bombay, etc., that the quality of milk that Dodla offers in Karnataka is far superior to Nandini, because generally the milk quality in Karnataka is not particularly good. Having said that, I do not know how it compares with because I personally believe that in Bombay, the best quality milk would be either Mother Dairy or say Amul when it comes to full cream. And that is where it is. As far as the other milk products are concerned, I have not honestly tried them, so I would not want to make a statement there. Coming back to the company and the management, I had a couple of observations. Now, you've already mentioned in your earnings call that you intend to deliberate on the dividend payout. That so many minority shareholders have raised this question, and it is very relevant because purely from a management standpoint, having a certain payout policy disciplines the company more than anything else. So I guess it is very critical that you need to come out, given that you're already generating cash flows in excess of 150 crores on a yearly basis, even assuming that a certain year your cash flows do go down for whatever reasons. I think it's only fair that you start distributing dividends. So I don't think the ask which many other minority shareholders have raised is something to be I think it's just fair that you need to go out and highlight it. And possibly, if it is required, you can actually go out and distribute some dividends in the early part of this year as well. Second thing is, as a company, in the short listing history that you've had, you've actually done well. To be considerate, because you've gone out, you've acquired a company, you've largely de-risked your entire balance sheet, you're debt free. All the attributes of a well-managed company are clearly here for everyone. You have been sort of struggling with respect to enhancing your milk procurement. So I would want to know what is actually sort of constraining your milk procurement. I understand maybe a couple of years during COVID period, there might have been challenges in terms of getting across to farmers. But don't you think it is appropriate that you should be pushing up your procurement levels? Clearly, the operating capacity that you have, the processing capacity that you have is significantly larger. So what is it that needs to be done, or what are the with respect to ramping up milk procurement? That's one question. The other question relates to your overseas expansion, particularly in Africa. And I noticed that you've actually had your exposure to the Uganda business now for almost 10 years. And I believe that would have really given you a lot of insights into how you go about running this business in Africa. So I'm not averse to that expansion per se, but clearly from a long-term capital allocation standpoint, what percentage of revenues and what percentage of capital would you like to allocate to the overseas markets? The only reason I ask this is Africa as a you are well aware that you could have currency risks which might come and hit you. And also given the fact that some of these economies are not necessarily democratic. So there are always those risks which could come and sort of impact the company when the company has actually pretty much nothing to do with the basic control of the economy. So that's one point to be aware of. The other question relates to your expansion strategies. And I think it's fairly clear that you would want to go state by state if it's possible. So if there is another geographical expansion that you are moving into, is it Maharashtra, is it Orissa, is it Madhya Pradesh? So I think if you can sort of elaborate on that aspect, that would be good for us to know. And most importantly, as a company, you're currently trading at a PE of almost 25 times, which essentially means that leave aside what the market valuations are, but any company which is a sort of trading anywhere between 20 and 25x, there is a certain implicit valuation comfort which minority shareholders are some sort of articulation of your plan with respect to steady state growth. I think you've been good in terms of communicating that, but it's only fair that you design your strategies to sort of meet those long-term growth expectations that you have, because then investors are very clear because they know what they are signing up for. Lastly, if you could also sort of elaborate on your further expansion of you already have surplus capacity, there may not be much room for you to immediately expand, but in case you have some plans of expanding capacity, where would that likely be? Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker, Mr. K. Bharatrajji. May I request K. Bharatrajji to kindly unmute yourself, switch on your camera and speak. In the meantime, request Mr. Yusuf Yunus Rangwalaji. Next speaker.
Yeah, very good morning, Shesha Reddy Garu, Chairman of our Dodla Group, Mr. Sunil Reddy, MD of Dodla, and CEO Mr. BVK Reddy, Anjaneyulu, CFO of our company, and Mr. Surya Prakash, CS. Sir, wonderful performance, sir. Congratulate entire board of directors. My mom wishes to you all. Sir, first of all, the only Indian company who are operating in abroad is Dodla company, sir. Uganda and Kenya, sir. I'm very happy the way you taking the Dodla legacy into the entire world, sir. Sir, at present, we have a lot of cash reserves are there. My company performance is doing wonderful. Sir, the bread and butter of the shareholders is dividend, sir. Sir, our total shareholder shares are 5 crores, sir. If you give 3 rupees also, it costs 15 crores, sir. that is a peanut to our company, sir. So see that at least you give 2 rupees or 3 rupees nominal dividend or to 10-20%, it will be more happy, Mr. Chairman. Sheshareddy garu, sir, మీరు అంటే ఒక స్టేజ్కి వెళ్ళిపోయారు సార్. కానీ but in the market you want in limelight means the dividend is very important. Sir, if it is not possible, give bonus, sir. Bonus is very important. You give at least consider bonus, liberal bonus, sir. Sir, one more thing, in India or in Andhra Pradesh, after heritage, the best milk is cream milk is Dodla, sir. Because in my house, I use heritage or Dodla, any two, sir. If I'm not available heritage, I go for Dodla, sir. That is the way my Dodla milk is wonderful, sir. Sir, at present, we are in 12 lakh liters, almost approximately 13 lakh liters, we are procuring daily, sir. When we reach 2 million liters, sir, means 20 lakh liters in this in next 3 years, sir. Please let me know, sir. Sir, in present, our company, 97% of males are there working, sir. Only 3% of females are working, sir. Why this discrimination? There is no female, sir. So please look into the recruitment, sir. Sir, I request our MD, please participate in the investor call, sir. At least Mr. BVK Reddy Garu, CEO, you participate in investor call, sir. It gives a lot of impact with the company and all over India investors, sir. Sir, I bring to your notice in the annual report, I requested for the annual report, but due to the email ID, there is one plus CS at the rate of Dodla, sir. That email is bounce banking, sir. Please see that Mr. Surprakash, see that that email ID we gets correction. Already I changed it and send you. Please send me the annual report, sir. One more thing, interaction with the shareholders are very important, Mr. Chairman Sunil Reddy garu. Sir, maybe I visited 3-4 times or 5 times. Not able, CEO is not able, our CS is not able. What, sir? Sir, every company, at least a monthly or some other day, you give an access to meet you personally, sir. We will not eat you, sir. Maybe తినేం సార్ ఒక 5 minutes కలుస్తాం వెళ్ళిపోతాం. అట్లీస్ట్ సునీల్ రెడ్డి గారు లేకపోతే బీవీకే రెడ్డి గారు అవైలబుల్ ఉంటే CEO గారిని కలిసి వెళ్ళిపోతాం. విల్ బి మోర్ హ్యాపీ. విల్ వాంట్ టు మీట్ యూ, వీ వాంట్ టు ఇంటరాక్ట్ సంథింగ్ విత్ యూ, వీ వాంట్ టు షేర్ సంథింగ్ విత్ యూ. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్, సార్. శేషారెడ్డి గారు మిమ్మల్ని ఇబ్బంది పెట్టకూడదు తెలుసుకోలేదు, బికాస్ యువర్ సీనియర్ సిటిజన్ అండ్ వీ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు డిస్టర్బ్ యూ. అట్లీస్ట్ బీవీకే రెడ్డి గారు అవైలబుల్ ఉండాలి కదా, సార్. ఈజ్ ద CEO ఆఫ్ అవర్ కంపెనీ. See that he should be available. If he say he's in London, if he say in Dubai, if he say in some other country, sir, at least you may spend with your family to spend years, sir. India lo undara, sir. Say please, give an opportunity, sir. Sir, BVK Reddy garu and Sunil Reddy garu, give me 5 minutes time, sir. I'm Bharatra, sir. Sir, and one more thing, sir. Please arrange a plant visit, sir. The shareholders who are participating in this AGM, please arrange a plant visit, sir. We'll be more happy to visit our plant, sir. Last year, the request చేశాను, sir. The aim response, nobody is responsible for this issue, sir. Even I don't want to talk about our company secretary because the 365 days is very busy. I don't know what busy is. Whenever I come, at least, sir, మన ఇంటికి వస్తే if any guest will come, they offer tea, sir. If I come to our company, there is nobody to give a tea or coffee also, sir. Sir, what, sir? This is not very embarrassing situation, sir. Sir, one thing, sir, my best wishes to you, sir. One more question, sir. Sir, any future plans to expansion in the South Africa countries? Sir, Nigeria is a very big market. What is your future about the Nigeria, sir? Please look into the Nigeria also. And apart from Africa, you have any plans to enter into the European market? And apart from European market, New Zealand and Australia is a very huge market for the dairy, sir. So any future plans into the Australia and New Zealand also, sir. So I'm very happy, sir, that strategically Mr. Sunil Reddy and the leadership of Mr. BVK Reddy garu, wonderful doing performance, sir. Taking Dodla brand all over the world, sir. My best wishes to you, sir. Once again, sir, be happy, be safe, healthy, sir. My best wishes to you all too, sir. God bless you all. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity, sir.
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker is Mr. Yusuf Yunus Rangwalaji. May I request him to kindly switch on his camera, unmute himself and
yes,
speak.
sir. Good. Yes. Sir, आपको मेरा आवाज आ रहा है, सर? गुड मॉर्निंग, सर.
सर, आपका आवाज
आपको आवाज आ रहा है?
बिल्कुल
गुड मॉर्निंग, सर. मुंबई से ईशू पर रंगवाला बात करता हूँ, सर. सर, आई एम वेरी हैप्पी विद अवर कंपनी सेल डिपार्टमेंट. सर, सूरज अपना प्रकाश सर, जो अपना हार्ड वर्किंग हैंडसम, और सर मैं जानना चाहता हूँ, बॉम्बे में अपना कभी भी आपका प्रोडक्ट नहीं मिलता है, सर. मैं आपका बहुत चाहता हूँ, सर, क्योंकि आपकी स्पीच चेयरमैनशिप इज वेरी एक्सीलेंट. एज यू मेंशन, वी हैविंग 2000 एजेंट, 50 रिटेलर एंड डेली 1 लाख मिल्क फार्मर. आपका जो ग्राहक है, सर, और आपका जो नंदी, जो अपना साउथ हैदराबाद सब जगह पे उनका मोनोपोली है, सर. नंदी को अपना टक्कर है, सर. एक छोटा सा उनके लिए शेयर भेजना है.
नंदी है पर अपना क्या दुख है सर। जब डोरा है तो नंदी का कोई सामान नहीं सर, क्योंकि डोरा का सर प्रोडक्ट सर हमें मुंबई में भी चाहिए सर। सर हो सके तो हमें, मैं आपको हाथ जोड़ के विनती करता हूँ सर, आपका प्रोडक्ट घी, चीज, अमूल, आपका चीज और मिल्क सर हो सके तो हमें भेजने का कृपा करिए सर। ऐसे सैंपल के साथ सर मैं जानना चाहता हूँ, अगर हो सके तो चेयरमैन सर मुझे एक प्रोडक्ट अरेंज करिए सर मेरे एड्रेस पे सर। दिस इज मैं आपको हाथ जोड़ के विनती करता हूँ और सब शेयर होल्डर को मैं ज्वाइन करता हूँ सर। ये कार्वी का जो है नंबर क्यों नहीं देते सर? जब भी हमें ईमेल भेजो तो उसमें नंबर देना चाहिए, वेदर योर इश्यू 25 नंबर, 26 नंबर। और एक दूसरा प्रकार, प्रवीण सर मैं आपको हाथ जोड़ के विनती करता हूँ, कल क्या होगा, कल एक मीटिंग में सर मैं ज्वाइन करता था 1 घंटा बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा में, पर सर आपका नंबर आया तो मिस कर दिया सर। हो सके तो दूसरी बार भी बुलाने का कृपा करिए सर। कार्वी सर को आप इतना रिक्वेस्ट करिए कि जो अपने शेयर होल्डर जो रह गए उनको एक बार लास्ट पुकारिए सर, क्योंकि उनको क्यों खाई रहती कार्वी वालों को सर। उनकी सर्विस से लाजवाब है, उनकी सर्विस के बारे में मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। उनकी सर्विस नेटवर्क तो इतना, एक चांद के सितारे के बारे में उनकी सर्विस है सर। कार्वी पीपल को आप जरा विनती करिए कि हमारे जैसे शेयर होल्डर को सर कभी भी जुड़िए, कभी हम हो गए भूल से तो हमें लास्ट में पुकारने का विनती करिए सर। प्रवीण सर को मुझे फोन करने का कृपा करिए सर। मेरा नंबर है 9004578702। प्रवीण भाई को मुझे फोन करने का करिए सर प्लीज, दिस हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट सर। हो सके तो फैक्ट्री विजिट कराइए सर। टोटल नंबर ऑफ काउस कितने अपने पास, जो अपना 15 फैक्ट्री है उसमें टोटल नंबर ऑफ एम्प्लॉय 1 लाख के ऊपर अपने पास एम्प्लॉय है। उसमें फार्मर में सर हाउ मेनी टेम्पररी, हाउ मेनी परमानेंट, आई वुड लाइक टू नो एंड नथिंग मोर टू इट। I thanks our Karvi people and also thanks our Dora sales ready सर। हम भी साउथ से सर, आई एम फ्रॉम द साउथ, बट कभी सर हैदराबाद हो सके तो हमें बुलाने का कृपा करिए सर। दिस इज माय हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट सर। आने वाले सब रिजोल्यूशन के लिए मैंने वोटिंग के फेवर में किया है। और सर मैं एक छोटा सा और शेयर पेश करना चाहता हूँ, चमकते रहे सूरज, चमकते रहे सूरज ऐसी अपनी रोशनी है सर। डोरा कंपनी कभी रोशनी कम नहीं होती है और कभी अपने से हस्ती कम नहीं होती है सर। अमूल डेरा, सो मेनी अदर्स कंपनी, मदर डेयरी, ये जो बॉम्बे में से बेस है उनका और अपना क्या कंपटीशन है सर, मैं जानना चाहता हूँ। ये मदर डेयरी और अपना क्या कंपटीशन है बॉम्बे में? अमूल, मदर, सागर एंड देयर आर सो मेनी अदर्स हु आर द सेम बिजनेस सर। आई वुड लाइक टू नो सर। एंड व्हाट सर डिविडेंड आपने नहीं दिया है सर। ये 56 साल का कंपनी है, 58 ईयर्स सर। 2 साल के बाद 60 ईयर हुआ सर। 60 ईयर्स के पहले हमें फैक्ट्री विजिट कराइए सर। एक छोटा सा मैं हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ आपको हाथ जोड़ के सर, मैं हैदराबाद आना चाहता हूँ। अगर हो सके तो आप मुझे वांडा मुझे आप बुलाइए और ट्रैवलिंग का मैं खर्चा देने को तैयार हूँ सर। इतना प्रोडक्ट को सर आपको मैं आपको हाथ जोड़े एक बार विनती करता हूँ, मुझे आपका अमूल चीज ये जो प्रोडक्ट है सर हमें भेजने का कृपा करिए सर। हाथ जोड़ के विनती करता हूँ सर। और आपकी दुआ करता हूँ परवरदिगार के पास आपकी तबियत, हेल्थ वेयर सब अच्छे रहे और सब। और एक छोटा सा शेर, फूलों की खुशबू महकते रहे हर आने वाले कलियों की बहार, और सब आप सब त्योहारों की आपको शुभकामना देना चाहता हूँ सर। थैंक यू वेरी मच। और कार्वी पीपल का जितना धन्यवाद दो इतना कम है सर। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। आई एम वेरी हैप्पी विद कार्वी। प्रवीण सर मुझे इतना हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट, आप फोन करने का कृपा करें सर टुडे आज। थैंक यू वेरी मच प्रवीण सर, इस टीम। थैंक यू वेरी मच। जय हिंद सर। एंड माय स्पीच ओनली सर। थैंक यू सर।
Thank you, Yunus ji. I will call you back. Thank you. The next speaker is Mr. Ramesh Shankar Golaji. May I request Ramesh ji to kindly unmute yourself, switch on your camera and speak. In the meantime, request the next speaker, Mr. Afzal or Rahman Sufi Mohammad Saab, to be ready. Thank you. Ramesh ji. Ramesh Shankar ji. Sorry, sir, we are not getting any input from Ramesh ji. So we are moving to our next speaker, Mr. Afzal or Rahman Sufi Sahab. Kindly unmute yourself, switch on your camera and speak. In the meantime, request the next speaker, the representative from the Samiksha Capital Limited, to be ready. Thank you. Afzal ji. Yes.
हेलो, गुड
जी आपकी आवाज आ
आफ्टरनून।
रही है। जी आवाज आ रही है।
जी, गुड आफ्टरनून। मेरा नाम अफजल है, मैं हैदराबाद का शेयर होल्डर हूँ। ये आईपीओ 2 साल पहले आया था, जब से हूँ शेयर होल्डर मैं। ये आपका शेयर प्राइस तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अच्छा जा रहा, मगर ये जो डिविडेंड नहीं मिल रहा 2 साल से, अगर आप 10% भी दिए तो अच्छा रहता सर ये। और एक चीज़ क्या है, मैं लास्ट 2 ईयर से मैं विजिट कर रहा हूँ कंपनी को, ऑफिस को, कोई रिस्पॉन्स नहीं है सर। और वो एक बार तो मेरे को पार्किंग में बिठा दिए, अंदर आने नहीं दे रहे। अब मैं यस्टरडे आई हैव कॉल्ड द कंपनी, तो मेरे को रिसेप्शन बोल रहे हैं मेल करो, मेरे को कुछ भी क्वेश्चन पूछना है तो मेल करो बोल के बोल रहे हैं। अब मेल सीख के आपके पास क्वेश्चन पूछने आना क्या सर? अब तक तो फिजिकल मीटिंग जो था वो अच्छा था। अब ये जो कोरोना के बाद जो ऑनलाइन मीटिंग कर रहे हैं, इसमें क्या होगा बोल तो जो पढ़े लिखे हैं उनके लिए जो वैल्यू है वो जैसी बात है ये। अब हम जैसे पढ़े लिखे नहीं है, अब हम मेल सीखना, उसके बाद इन कंपनी सेक्रेटरी को मेल डालना, हमारे को ये होना वो होना बोल के, तो उन्होंने मेल में रिप्लाई करेंगे, फिजिकल में या फोन में रिप्लाई नहीं करेंगे। उन्होंने ओपन बोल डाले रिसेप्शन मैडम, क्या बोल दिए, कंपनी सेक्रेटरी मेल में जवाब जो बोल रहे आप फिजिकली या फोन पे बात नहीं कर सकते, क्लियरली बोल डाले। तो मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है, अभी तो ये उम्र में सीखना तो मुश्किल है, जरा कंपनी सेक्रेटरी से फोन पे बात करने का आप बोलिए, क्योंकि अब फिजिकल, अब देखो सिस्टम नहीं है घर पे मेरे, अब मैं कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना है, कुछ देखना है, करना है, तो उतनी मोटी बुक देख के मैं कैसा पूछ सकता हूँ क्वेश्चन। अगर फिजिकल हार्ड कॉपी रहती तो मैं कुछ ना कुछ देख सकता था, कुछ पूछ सकता था। अगर नहीं भी पूछना है तो देख ले खुश हो जाता था कि कंपनी अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस कर रही बोल के। तो वही बात करने के लिए फोन करा, तो उन्होंने मेल में जवाब दियो, मेल में बोल के उन्होंने स्ट्रिक्टली बोल दिया उन्होंने। तो ये था मेरा क्वेश्चन कि कंपनी सेक्रेटरी रिस्पांस बराबर नहीं दे रहे शेयर होल्डरों को सुने, क्योंकि शेयर होल्डर क्या है, कंपनी से टच कंपनी सेक्रेटरी से होते, जब उन्होंने रिस्पांस नहीं रहता तो कंपनी तक जाने का तो है ही नहीं। तो बस यही था सवाल। और शुक्रिया बहुत बहुत, आप ये कार्य टीम जो कर रहे हैं ना, बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं कि रिस्पांस सही दे रहे हैं उन्होंने। ये कंपनी सेक्रेटरी से ज्यादा हमारे कार्य टीम जो दे रहे हैं ना रिस्पांस, वो सही है सर। आई वेरी disappointed sir, and thank you very much, you are giving this opportunity to speak me. Thank you very much sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request the representative from Samiksha Capital to kindly unmute yourself and switch on your camera and speak in the meantime. Request the next speaker, Shripal Singh Manoj ji, to be ready as the next speaker. Thank you.
Hello, so am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. You can continue.
Yeah, hi. So thank you for the opportunity and good morning, the members of the board. So, sir, I have a few questions for the management. First of all, is sir, if you could just provide the breakup for our sales between the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 cities, so that we can actually look at how is the brand visibility on the tier 1 front and how are we going ahead with it. Second being on the Africa business. So how is the growth rates in the Africa business? If you could just quantify that, even a broad-based number would do. And over there, how is our milk and VAP mix, if that is possible for the management? Third being on the lastly on the capex part. So we have mentioned that we are actively looking out for acquisitions. So are we at any further stages or any final stages at any company or a plant that we are looking at, and if possible in which state? And lastly, sir, on the DRP parlors that we have, so you have mentioned we work on a FOCO model. So any further details on that would really be helpful. Does that improve our inventory turns, or what are the kind of margins that we try to offer to the franchisee owners? That's all from my side. Thank you, sir, and have a great year next.
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker is Mr. Shripal Singh Manoj ji. May I request him to kindly unmute yourself, switch on your camera and speak. In the meantime, request Mr. Dhruvesh Anil Sanghvi ji to be ready as the next speaker. Thank you. Shripal ji. Shripal ji, are you there? Sorry, sir, we are not getting any input from Shripal ji, so we are moving to our next speaker, Mr. Dhruvesh Anil Sanghvi ji. Dhruvesh ji, can you unmute yourself, switch on your camera and speak. Sorry, sir, we are not getting any input from Dhruvesh ji. So as requested, Mr. Yusuf ji, to kindly announce the name once again to all the speaker shareholder who could not attend the meeting. With your permission, can I call upon their names?
Sure, sir. You can please call.
Thank you, sir. So our speaker is Mr. Shrikant Jawar ji. Shrikant ji, kindly unmute yourself, switch on your camera and speak if you're there.
सर मेरा आवाज आ रहा है सर?
जी आ रहा है.
हाँ, थैंक यू प्रवीण सर, जो आप सेकंड टाइम जो बोलने का मौका दिए उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कार्वी टीम के लिए. और रेस्पेक्टेड चेयरमैन और ऑनर ब्रदर्स को धन्यवाद जो अपना वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस मीटिंग हो रहा है और हमेशा ऐसा ही वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस मीटिंग रखिए सर। सर मेरा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ये है कि ऑलमोस्ट डोमेस्टिक सेल और इंटरनेशनल सेल्स के बारे में थोड़ा जानकारी दीजिएगा सर। और सेकंड सर अपना पूरा बिजनेस साउथ में ही है, तो नॉर्थ ईस्ट वेस्ट में जो अर्लियर शेयर होल्डर पूछे हैं, मैं वो क्वेश्चन को रिपीट नहीं करना, उसके बारे में थोड़ा जानकारी दिए। जैसा पंजाब ज्यादा मिल्क का बहुत चीज है, तो वहाँ कोई एक्टिविटी कुछ करना चाह रहे हैं, तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा जानकारी दीजिए सर। और आते से पूरे दिन की शुभकामनाएं। थैंक यू सर, आप बोलने का जो सेकंड टाइम मौका दिए, और कार्वी टीम को भी धन्यवाद सर।
Thank you, sir. The next speaker is Mr. Geeta Babubhai Mehta ji. Geeta Babubhai Mehta ji, kindly unmute yourself. Switch on your camera and speak. Geeta ji. Sorry, sir, we are not getting any input from Geeta ji. So we are moving to next speaker, Mr. Ramesh Shankar Gola ji. Ramesh ji, are you there? Kindly unmute yourself, switch on your camera and speak. Ramesh ji. Sorry, sir, we are not getting an input from Ramesh ji. So we are moving to our next speaker.
Hello.
Yes, sir. बोलिए सर, बोलिए।
सर कैन यू प्लीज सर? हेलो।
हाँ सर, बोलिए, आपकी आवाज आ रही है सर।
सर आई एम राकेश शंकर गोला।
सर आपका ऑडियो बहुत पुअर है सर, पीछे से बैकग्राउंड नॉइस आ रहा है, एक बार चेक करिए।
हेलो।
हाँ जी बोलिए सर, आपकी आवाज आ रही है लेकिन बैकग्राउंड नॉइस डिस्टर्बेंस बहुत आ रहा है सर।
हेलो
सर बोलिए सर, बोलिए।
मैं कंटिन्यू सर?
हाँ सर, यस सर, प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
सर చైర్మన్ శేషారెడ్డి సునీల్ రెడ్డి గారికి తోటి డైరెక్టర్ అందరికి శుభాకాంక్షలు అండి। ఈ రోజున మన ఏజెంట్ చాలా పబ్లిక్ ఫీల్ కావాలి మనం, బట్ కాకపోతే ఈవెన్ మన మిమ్మల్ని కలవాలని గా నేను చాలా ప్రయత్నిస్తున్నాను సార్, 5-6 టైమ్స్ వెళ్ళాను, బట్ కాకపోతే కంపెనీ సీఎస్ కానీ ఎవరు నేను చెప్తాను సార్, మళ్ళీ నేను మీకు రిమైండ్ చేస్తాను అంటారు, బట్ అది అంతవరకే ఇయర్స్ డేస్ అయితే వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాయి, కానీ మిమ్మల్ని మిమ్మల్ని కలవాలని నేను రీచ్ అవ్వాలని చెప్పనేసి వస్తున్నాను.
Ramesh ji, we are not in a position to hear anything what you are telling, sir. Ramesh ji, you are on mute. Ramesh ji, please try to reconnect again with a proper video and audio. Ramesh ji. In the meantime, request Mr. Shripal Singh Manoj ji, if you are there, kindly unmute yourself, switch on your camera and speak. Shripal ji. Sorry sir, we are not getting any input from Shripal ji. Now we are calling the last speaker, Mr. Dhruvesh Anil ji. Kindly unmute yourself and speak. Sorry sir, we are not getting any input from Dhruvesh ji. With this, we have completed calling out all the speaker shareholders. With this, we are handing over proceedings back to the chair. Thank you so much.
Praveen sir.
Yes sir.
You may please play the video. Meanwhile,
Yes.
we'll get back to the answers of the speaker shareholder questions.
Noted sir. Thank you. We will do it.
Thank you.
Welcome to our annual general meeting. Dodla Dairy, a tale of 25 glorious years of serving health and nutrition to its consumers. Our journey of 25 years has been decorated by several significant milestones, which gives us great joy and pride. As part of our 25th anniversary celebrations, we gave our packs a brand new look. Dodla dairy plants are situated in 14 locations in India, one plant in Africa, ensuring better reach and supply of our products to millions of our consumers. Dodla also has presence in Uganda and Kenya. We have 2 cattle feed plants in Kadapa and Chittoor districts of Andhra Pradesh. We always believed and stayed committed to delivering quality products. Using advanced technology and state-of-the-art of equipment, we offer an extensive range of products. Soon, we will be adding more exciting products to our product range. We are one of the largest companies in terms of procurement, and we have a processing capacity of 22 lakh plus liters per day. We celebrate 1,50,971 dairy farmers who are associated with us, and we are proud to mold them to be self-reliant. We have about 118 milk chilling centers and 7,602 milk collection centers. We have a strong base of 580 exclusive parlors, 1,769 distributors facilitating the availability of our products in lakhs of retail outlets. Our real strength lies in the fact that millions of families trust our purity and consume our products on a daily basis. This enables us to celebrate another year, another milestone. We are excited to announce that our income this year has crossed 28,350 million. Average milk sales are 10.7 lakh liters per day. Curd sales increased to 323.8 tons per day. Our average milk procurement is 13.8 lakh liters per day, and revenue from fat-based value-added products is 7,408 million. We have an excellent management team with multiple years of experience in the dairy business who ensure a strong brand presence. Our team has worked and has been working relentlessly in ensuring purity and the finest quality in every product. Dodla has also bagged the 13th CII Award for Food Safety, recognized as a Pride of India brand, NSCI Safety Award in 2022. Our robust HR policies ensure that we recruit, train, and retain talent to be diversely inclusive and socially responsible in our company. We are a family of 2,831 employees. Our company's social responsibility initiatives are aimed at providing continued support to several medical and educational institutions. With the finest quality and sound strategy, Dodla is proud to have progressed to new heights and solidified itself as a company of purity and trust. Dodla Dairy.
So thank you everyone for all the questions that I've asked. I'll try to answer a few of the questions, followed by any other Murli, and others will also be answering a few of the questions that the shareholders have put in front of both of us. So to start with, Kamal Kishore ji had asked about future revenue, future profit, and how we are going to go ahead. Basically, we have been growing at the rate of 15% annualized rate of growth that we have been doing, and we think that we will continue with the same growth rates in the future to come. And profits will also maintain in the same trajectory of that growth rates that we are coming in as a historical growth rates that we have been doing. Last year, the profits had taken a beating because of high procurement prices, which the whole industry has gone through. And although we passed on to the consumers and we try to do, there's always a time lag, and that's the reason why the profitability took a little of the beating. Regarding the questions of the details of the CSR, I think the annual report has mentioned where the CSRs have been spent, and we're routing it through our own trust and to monitor it more effectively. We try as far as possible to go down and see what the CSR activities are, whether they're being done, or we try to give it to reputed places like Akshay Kalpa, for example. For nutrition, we give it to Akshay Kalpa, which is a known institution. The schools that we were actively involved in measuring that the schools being built are from the government involvement is there, the collectors are involved. So as far as possible, we do try to keep track of our growth as we are going forward. Regarding dividend, which most of you have asked, I'll answer it in the end of what was our dividend policy and how we are going to go about it. Expense increase, which is there, Murli will answer more in detail as a finance point of view. But as all of us know, inflation had been pretty high in the previous year regarding fuel, packaging material, and all expenses have gone up. And that is why it shows in terms of the higher expense cost that is there. Regarding the bad debt, I think as a percentage of our revenue, it is a very, very small number which is there as a bad debt, which I think as a part of the business, it will be, we have to take care of it. It will be in the 0.0 odd decimal place that it will be as a bad debt that we have to provide. Once we are doing with day-to-day consumer consumption with a vast outreach in terms of if the company's revenue is around 2,800 crores, that small amount of bad debt is something which we'll try to avoid, but there will be some elements which we'll try to keep taking care of. Regarding our capacity utilization, dairy industry also being, there are two grounds to it. The newer plants that we have built also are built with a longer term view. Therefore, we have capacity installed for the next 5 years or 6 years of growth, taking into consideration of what will happen. And the second part of it is we have 2 powder plants, which also are built in to take care of the surplus and shortage that arrives as a part of the business. Dairy being an agricultural commodity has that tendency that certain periods of the year, we have excess capacity that we will have to handle. And for that, we will always keep a surplus capacity that is there. Regarding the question on procurement to our processing, we always try to balance both because I cannot have a time where I have excess procurement and no sale, and neither am I to be having shortage of procurement and not having enough for sale. So I think in this terms of managing, we've been doing well. I think this year we will show a lot more improvement in our procurement as we've entered into new states like Maharashtra to procure. We also have to be careful with our pricing of procurement because of the variation that we have. Regarding our market share ability, I think in the areas we operate, we will be around 7.5% of the market share that we have. The question regarding Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3, we are better at Tier 2 and Tier 3. Tier 1 cities do take maybe, let's say, 15 to 20% of our market share, but majority of it comes from the other Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities where we are a strong brand that we are there. Somebody had asked us regarding number of cows. We only have an R&D farm where we have 250 cows. Otherwise, we do not own any cows. We only procure, process, and distribute our products. Africa business for us, as we were saying, that some of the shareholders are asking, why aren't you growing in India and why have you gone to Africa? Africa is a very profitable business for us. It contributes to almost saying between 7 to 10% of our top line and contributes 10% of our bottom line, and therefore we think it is a good proposal for us. It's also very good on return on capital that we have employed, and it's a similar business that we do in Africa like we do in India also. So the Kenya plant we have acquired at a very small cost of 5 crores, which will be spending another 20 crores more to get it established, and it is also being done from the generation that we have been doing out of Africa itself, and we hope that also will give us a good return as we go forward. And one of the investors has asked us to get on to the investor calls. We do them very regularly. Myself, the finance CEO, all of us are there every quarter. We have been on the calls every quarter. Maybe, if it's not so, we can check and get back to you as to why we are not able to be a part of the investor calls that we are doing. So with that, I think I will conclude my part of the things of those questions I've answered. Like I said, regarding the dividend policy, by March of this year, we will come with the dividend policy, which has been asked by most of the investors today. Basically, we have been holding on to the cash reserves that we have with us because two things. As a dairy industry, the opportunities that are coming up, we feel that the industry is consolidating. So we are holding on to requirements that when we get a good opportunity for acquisition, we would be able to use that cash and go forward for acquisition. Giving the small dividend policy, I think we can do that, but it doesn't make any significant impact, was our opinion. But we will look into it and see what best we can do, whether other options of giving back to the shareholder. We will announce our policy pretty quickly before the year end that is going to be coming up. Coming to Maharashtra and saying that we are not selling in Bombay, we are not yet reached Bombay. We need to have, we've just started procuring in Maharashtra and also started a little bit of sales across the borders. We will try to grow as fast as the expectation of the shareholders to come to be a pan-India presence as soon as we can, and we'll take it forward from there. So now I will leave the question of the cost expense. Murli will answer, I think, followed by that Mr. Surya Prakash will answer regarding the question was asked on, which was on page number 147 regarding the shareholder percentages, and it will be taken from there. Murli, can you please take over and regarding the overall expense increase, be given explanation?
Yeah. Hi. Good morning.
Go ahead, Murli. We can't see you, but go ahead. We can hear you.
Yeah. Sorry. 1 second. Yeah. Good morning, all. So basically, we have received a question from Rajgopal Ramanathan. So basically, the first question is, why is the milk procurement lagging the processing capacity that you have created in India? There is a minor variation between the procurement and sales, which we are covering with the purchase of the milk SMP. The second is basically based on the availability of the procurement and the sales, we will have a matching, because we cannot travel the milk with a long distance. That's the reason there will be minor gap will be there. Second is outline your expansion strategy for sustainable margins. So we are expecting a little better. So it will range between 6 to 8% of the EBITDA. That's how we are expecting the margins. And should you not start distributing at least 20 to 25% of your profit, as MD sir said, we will come up with a policy. So as of now, we are mainly parking this for expansions, acquisitions, so which will surely look into that. Second is, what is the more capital do you need to allocate to overseas business? So we have a sufficient reserves, and if any good opportunities are there, approximately around 50 crores, we may allocate to the overseas business. Second is, for the next 5 years, which is likely to be overseas contribution. So with regard to the revenue and profits, we are expecting 10 to 12% of the revenue and 15 to 20% of the gross margin. That's what we are expecting. Second is, the question is with regard to the CSR activities. So CSR amount we have spent during the financial year is 2 crore 54 lakh 24,760. So out of that, East Block, we have created Mahmadapuram village in Nellore. We have created a hostel. So for that, we spend 1 crore 83 lakhs. Then again, we have noble education empowerment of the society for providing education and infrastructure facility. In Hyderabad, we spend around 10 lakh 50 rupees. And Sheva Bharat, another hospital equipment, which we provided, that is around 50 lakhs, which is in Hyderabad. Then Anganwadi school, for a building we repaired and done the painting and everything, which is in the Dharmapur district, that is around 82,000. Sai Kiron and Project Krushi, sponsoring of milk to the children, around 4 lakhs we spent. And the Indranagara Government Primary School, we have distributed the materials, around 46,500. And reconstruction of the Batlagunda town, which is located in Tamil Nadu, there we spent around 1 lakh. And providing education and skill development program along with Vishwahita Seva Trust, around 3,60,000. And rural development in Keshampet, which is in Mahmudnagar district, we spend around 1 lakh. And with regard to we have raised a question with regard to the depreciation. For the financial year 22, we have incurred 523 crores, whereas it was increased to 612 crores. That is year-on-year growth. There is a 17%, mainly because of the new expansions and all that stuff we got it. And if you see as a percentage of the revenue, it is 2.3% in FY22. In FY22, FY23, it is actually 2.2. So we are in line with whatever we are doing. Second is with regard to the provision for doubtful debts. So keeping your turnover, there will be minor amounts will be there, which is minus 3.76 in FY22. In the current year, it is 6.72, which is actually less than 0.001% of it. And with regard to the expenditure increase, basically the major expenditure increase is in the carriage output, which is around 25% of year-on-year. One is because of the value and because of the fuel prices. And apart from that, there is a material procurement prices also increased in compare with the last year. So we have majority based on the market condition and all those things. We have passed on some of the amounts to the consumers, and some profit we brought down because of the efficiency and cost measurements we have taken aggressively. Second is with regard to the ice cream business, we have in the financial year 22-23, we have around 25 crores of business we have done in the ice cream. Then with regard to the Kenya, we have spent around 49 million for the acquisition of the plant. Second is the cows. As of now, we have only 250 cows, which is basically we use for R&D purpose and basically to have better understanding of it, all those things. We have 1,15,000 farmers where we are closely working with them, and we have our own veterinarians, and as well as we supply the feed and everything to them, and we are closely associated. That doesn't happen. And with regard to the with regard to the Singapore business, year on year we have growth by 37%, and the LPD was grown by 39%. With regard to the margins, we have gross margin in the FY23 34 point. In vice versa with last year it is 32.5. There is a growth, and even in the EBITDA margin is also this year we have a 16.1 in compare with 13.2%. Yeah. That's it. Is there any space? Yeah, from my end.
Surya, you can talk about the shareholder thing and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Go ahead, Surya. You have to unmute, Surya.
Yeah, Surya Prakash, please unmute yourself.
Meanwhile, AMS can proceed, I think.
Surya will proceed. Surya will take over.
I think.
So, Surya is still muted, Surya. Go ahead.
Sure. With regard to question of MGT7, MGT7 is available on the website of the company. MGT7 is available on the website, and certain shareholders, they have raised a question that we have not received the annual report. Annual report has been printed the last week, and we have couriered to the respective shareholders. So probably it may reach in another couple of days to your address.
Yeah, thank you, Surya. And second thing, I just want to clarify with regard to the number of cases and percentage of shareholders not mentioned, which is available in the annual report of page number 143. Here we have clearly mentioned the category 1 to 5,000, 5,000 to 1,000. So what we mean by number of cases means number of companies or individuals, QAVs or promoters. Those are the individual entities. Then that is the percentage of also we have given 100%. That is 98% of our total shareholders of 38,000, that is 37,431, are within the bracket of 1 to 5,000. And where the 1 lakh and above shares, 50 people are there. So with regard to the amount of shareholding, they are holding 95.92. That is the last column of that page. That specifies the what is the percentage of the bucket these lot of shareholder bracket shareholders are holding it. So there is entire 100% of shareholding percentages we have given within each slab. If any further clarification is there, they can write a query to our cs@dodladairy.com. We will clarify further. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. AMS, sir?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Regarding ESG, Elizabeth Madam has asked about what are the steps taken by the company on the ESG front. So the company has installed solar panels across all plants, and currently the company is producing 4.1 megawatts of power through solar panels. Because of this, the company has reduced the carbon print emissions by 26,42,961 pounds. This is the impact we are creating, positive impact we are creating through installation of solar power. Also, we have started using electric vehicles for transportation of our products. So going forward, we will be reducing more carbon prints through that initiative. that is about ESG. And in social front, so the company has taken care of all employees' health and safety and welfare activities, like regularly conducting medical checkups of all employees at various levels, and by conducting demonstrations of various safety issues, and also providing transportation and canteen facilities, food facilities for all the employees. This is with respect to employee safety and welfare. With regards to attrition, Elizabeth also asked about attrition. So for the senior level, it is 15%, and it is in the lower level, it is 24% last year. And last year, once after Corona, because of this thing, great resignation season happened. So across the industry, the attrition is high, and we are much better than comparing other competitors. With regard to average age, our average age is 35 years. So Elizabeth asked 3 questions. And regarding male-female ratio, in senior level, of course, Bharatraj asked this question. Of course, in the senior level, the percentage is right. But in the lower level, like entry level, the percentage is high, like 40% female and 60% male. That is the ratio, and we will look forward to increase the ratio. Regarding receiving of safety awards by the company, so Redepa asked to know how that was given. So this is a Government of India award announced by the National Safety Council. They will have a panel of 4 team members, and they will conduct the audit on the safety awareness of the employees, and also they will see the initiatives initiated by the company, and they will decide which company to be given. Across the country, the number of winners are very limited, and we are proud to announce that we are one among them. Regarding contract labor, the company is giving it to third parties, and we are ensuring that they will get as per the state laws, they get the wages and also cover all the Provident Fund and ESA benefits. So these are the questions asked by the people with regard to human capital. Thank you.
Shall I take the proceedings?
Yeah, go ahead, Surya.
I thank all the shareholders for the suggestions and the questions. With regard to this physical copies, definitely once we receive the request, we'll be dispatching the annual report to the respective shareholder address. We request the shareholders to please mention your DP ID and client ID so that we can track the address and we can courier to the respective address. Now, I request the chairman, sir, to please conclude the proceedings with vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you. Now I would like to authorize Mr. Prakash, our company secretary, to conduct the voting procedure and conclude the meeting. The e-voting facility will remain open for the next 15 minutes to enable the members to cast their vote. I once again thank all the shareholders for their valuable comments and also for making it possible to attend today's meeting. I am also grateful to all the directors of Dodla Dairy Limited for making it convenient to attend the meeting and for their support of the company. Thank you all. With your consent, I and the board of members would like to leave. I request your shareholders to stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please stop all, please. Thank you.